Hello, thank you so much for joining with me. We are reading A Course in Miracles, Workbook for Students, Part 2 of the workbook, Section 7, What is the Holy Spirit? And this is Lesson 290. My present happiness is all I see. Unless you look upon what is not there, my present happiness is all I see. Eyes that begin to open see at last, and I would have Christ's vision come to me this very day. Footnote 100. Looking upon my present happiness means seeing with Christ's vision, seeing the real world. What I perceive without God's own correction for the sight I made is frightening and painful to behold. Yet I would not allow my mind to be deceived by the belief the dream I made is real an instant longer. This the day I seek my present happiness and look on nothing else except the thing I seek. With this resolve I come to you and ask your strength to hold me up today. While I but do your will, you cannot fail to hear me, Father. What I ask have you already given me, and I am sure that I will see my happiness today. Lesson 290, My present happiness is all I see. And now we can read the commentary by Alan Watson and Robert Perry. Commentary by Alan Watson. Unless I look upon what is not there, my present happiness is all I see. That is the real key, not looking at what isn't here. So often we are looking at the past, or as I was doing as I lay in bed this morning, the future. Neither past nor future is here. By definition, they are not now. What Jesus is saying here is that if we can stop for a moment looking at a past or future, what we will see is present happiness. As one guru says, you are always already happy. What does this have to do with the leading lesson on the Holy Spirit? What I perceive without God's own correction, the Holy Spirit, for the sight I made is frightening and painful to behold. The future is frightening, the past is painful. I need the corrective spectacles of the Holy Spirit to see the truth. The world I see is painful because the ego made it to support itself. If I just go on looking at it through the eyes the ego made, I am going to see witnesses to evil, sin, danger, and guilt. I need to see it in a different way. I'm not being asked to blind myself, to bury my head in the sand and pretend the world is not there. I am being asked to willingly put on corrective lenses and see the world differently as a witness to love, joy, and peace. First of all, in this lesson, I'm being asked to look within and notice that without reference to the past or the future, I am naturally happy. I am being asked to stop looking at what isn't there. Seeing what is there in a different way is the next stage, and there will be a little effort to it because I will start from a place of happiness. If I am already happy, nothing in the present can change that because I don't approach it from a sense of lack. I don't approach it at all. I am already in it. This is a great technique for meditation. As thoughts arise, if they concern the past in any way, just let them float by. If they concern the future in any way, just let them float by. If you can do that, what you will discover always is your present happiness. You don't have to manufacture it because it always exists. And now I will lead us into meditation. My present happiness is all I see. With this resolve, I come to you and ask your strength to hold me up today, while I but do your will. You cannot fail to hear me, Father. What I ask have you already given me, and I am sure that I will see my happiness today. My present happiness is all I see. And now we will read the commentary by Alan Watson in What is the Holy Spirit. Thank you for joining with me in that meditation. We are in paragraph 5, sentences 3 and 4, and this quotes the paragraphs. This quotes the text, so I'm just going to read from his commentary. The Holy Spirit is his gift by which the quietness of heaven is restored to God's beloved Son. And that's paragraph 5, sentence 3. I am so grateful today for this gift, without which the quietness of heaven would be forever beyond my reach. If I were to try to summarize this page's answer to the question it poses, what is the Holy Spirit, I would put it something like this. The Holy Spirit is God's gift to us to restore our minds, caught in illusion, back to peace and sanity. He is a changeless link between our minds and God's. Through his awareness of both the eternal truth of God and our insanity, he is able to utilize the very illusions we have made to lead us back to reality. We bring our illusions to him. He translates our illusions from witnesses to fear into witnesses to love, giving us a completely new perception of everything we see. This new perception is so aligned with truth that it enables the end of perception and the final transfer of our minds to their original state of knowledge. This is paragraph 5, sentence 4. Would you refuse to take the function of completing God when all he wills is that you be complete? Once again, the Course appeals to us to actively take our part in this process and to accept our function as given by God, to complete him. That is a startling phrase, isn't it? Elsewhere, the Course tells us that whenever we question our own value, we should say, God himself is incomplete without me. A little later it explains, God is incomplete without you because his grandeur is total and you cannot be missing from it. It tells us without you there would be a lack in God, a heaven incomplete, a son without a father. Of course, it is impossible that God should be incomplete. God is not incomplete, and he is not childless. The point is that if we are part of God, then God would be incomplete if we were not forever united with him. We cannot be missing from God. Therefore, let us take the part in him given to us, and end our refusal to do so. Our part in completing God is to be complete. All that he wills is that you be complete. We are being asked only to bring our illusions of incompletion to the Holy Spirit, that he can dispel them and restore to us the awareness of our eternal completion. The process of bringing our illusions to the Holy Spirit often seems fearful, because from our perspective it seems to entail loss. We are being asked to give up something. But the something we are asked to give up is only our illusion of separation, our illusion of incompletion. We give up our lack and remember our wholeness. This is, as Lesson 98 puts it, a bargain in which we cannot lose. You are being asked for nothing in return for everything. Here is a bargain that you cannot lose, and what you gain is limitless indeed. Thank you so much for joining with me in Lesson 290. My present happiness is all I see. I love you.